Children of the Sun. Happy Sunday, y'all. We're Sam and Lucy. If you haven't met us, come say hi afterwards, please.
We are children of the sun. We are gathering as one. We start listening to what she's got to say. Oh, our mother, she will guide the way. When it's all said and done, we will find that together we're all children of the sun. When we see that all we are is love, together we can build the world we're dreaming of. And all those places that we've known, yeah, we're finally coming home. When it's all said and done, we will find together we're all children of the sun. Oh. La da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da da da.
Y'all know that, right? Those are the words. La da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da da da. Again, ready? La da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da da da. La da. One more time. La da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da da da. La da. When it's all said and done, we will find we're together. When it's all said and done, we will find the truth that we're all children of the sun.
Children of the sun.
And now, the moment you have all been waiting all morning for. The one, the only, Sam.
Reverend Dr. Ken Wilcox. Hey!
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Sam and Lucy. Aren't they amazing? Well, good morning, everyone, and good morning if you're joining us online. My name is Reverend Ken Wilcox. This is the Center for Spiritual Living of St. Augustine, and we are a very unique spiritual community because we're a community that accepts you wherever you are on your spiritual journey. We don't have dogma. We do not tell you what you have to believe. We encourage you to create a concept of God of your understanding so you can empower your life. And if you will do that, then you will find more love and joy and prosperity in your life. And to help that open up and let that channel of love open up in your life, I always ask you to do one simple thing each Sunday morning. And that is to leave all your troubles, your would-haves, your could-haves, your should-haves, leave that stuff outside. And for the next 45 minutes or so, open up an avenue of spirit possibilities. And what are spirit possibilities? Well, they're for more love, more joy, more health, more laughter, more dance, more music, all those things in life that make us feel alive, because that is what Spirit is doing through you and through me, showing up in the physical, recognizing itself through our love, our joy, and our laughter. So know you're in a great place this morning, and Spirit is going to recognize and reward you abundantly. Well, several announcements before we get going this morning. The first one is my class on the journey of the soul is still going on. Will be this Tuesday at 6:30. Also, Sam and Lucy have a workshop after service at 11:30 and a sound bath. Be sure to stick around for that. Next Sunday, Jay and Elle are here, and they're having a workshop on abundance, and I think they're going to come up and share a little bit with it. Come on up, guys. Oh, you need this.
So I'm Jay.
And I'm Alejandra.
So we did a workshop here a couple weeks ago, and I think we had a pretty good experience, and we've been invited to come back. So thank you for all the positive feedback to bring us back here. We're going to continue to build on the family constellation type of therapy, but we're going to orient it to abundance, okay? And we want to do this.
Amazing word, abundance.
We all have aspects of our life that are not flowing as abundantly as we'd like. Sometimes it's money, but it could also be fame, success, relationships, health, whatever it may be. So we're going to do a variety of exercises to help us identify where those blockages are and free those blockages and hopefully open up pathways to greater abundance during that session. So we hope to see you there.
And believe me, it's a wonderful opportunity to connect with your abundance in different ways. I know that some people was the last workshop and they really enjoy. It was a wonderful experience because it's not in our mind, it's moved our soul. See you next Sunday.
Thank you, guys.
True.
Also, this Tuesday, we have another series of chair yoga coming up, and I've got Lisa coming up to share a little bit with us. Where's she at? Here you go. Come on up.
Morning, everybody. Yeah, we have yoga Tuesdays from 10 to 11 right here at CSL. You don't have to have any experience with yoga. We do some basic exercises, move our bodies a little bit, and then have a nice resting shavasana relaxation at the end. We've got mats and blocks and all the equipment you need. You just need to show up, join us, and if you'd like to join for the full course, it's $44 to pay up in advance, and otherwise it's $15 per class. You can come as you like. And part of that payment is a donation to the CSL for the space as well. So hope to see some of you there on Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I want to help you.
Now, next Sunday as well, we have our teen outing. We're going mini golfing. And so if you're a teen or a teen in heart, be sure to go with that. You get a free round of mini golfing and I think ice cream at the end if you finish all the course. So that'll be a lot of fun, so come for that. Finally, we have our matching grant campaign going. Next slide, please. There she is. That is Judy James, and she's standing in front of Harrods in London with the Harrod Guards. I know those two guys, when they're having a pint of whatever, are still talking about that Southern woman that came from Florida. So she was a wonderful member here. She worked so hard and helped us. Her children each year make a matching grant for us. that if we can raise $10,000, they'll match us $10,000. So it's a huge way to help support our community. You'll double your contributions, whatever it is. You can leave it, if you will make a special notation that it's for Judy James, we'll put it towards that. If you want to, you can scan that CR code, and that will get you to the right fund as well. And we know that you will be wonderfully supplied by making that donation. Well, those are all my announcements. So Sam and Lucy, I know you got something spectacular for us.
Walking along with your head in the clouds, headphones turned. It's the kind of day just rolling along, looking for a vibe in your favorite song with the radio on and the radio up. You know we're singing loud 'cause we never give up. I've been feeling something calling me from way inside, so I paused and I gazed to the sky.
Walking along with my head to the ground, somewhere to be, no time to look around. People yelling, trucks roaring, overwhelming sound. Plugging in my headphones just to dim it down with the radio on and the radio up. We know we're singing loud 'cause we never give up. I've been living in the fast lane for way too long. Time to slow it down, might be time to move on.
'Cause I know there's so much more to life than this. Remembering to give thanks each day we're blessed. And how can you make extraordinary things from an ordinary day? Staring at the sun, time has just begun. Arms as open as the sky. Maybe now it's time to fly from this ordinary day.
You know what I'm going to say. Let me hear you.
Oh, 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 walking along with your head in the clouds. 'Cause I know there's so much more to life than this. Remembering to give thanks each day we're blessed. And how can you make extraordinary things from an ordinary day? Staring at the sun, time has just begun. Arms as open as the sky. Maybe now it's time to fly. Staring at the sun, time has just begun. Arms as open as the sky. Maybe now it's time to fly from this ordinary day. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh, lovely guys. Wonderful. And now to get our service going, we have Brenda Sasensis coming up to do a reading and treatment for us. Come on up, Brenda.
Good morning, everyone, and good morning to those who are listening online. My opening treatment really sounds like an affirmative prayer, which pretty much it is. I've gotten it from the Three Magic Words book written by U.S. Anderson, and I will tack on something at the end that will be my own addition to it. So, I know that I am one with the universal mind. I know this mind is perfect, and I may rely upon it for complete guidance in all my daily affairs. This universal mind, this great subconscious mind, this mind of God, knows no evil or limit or lack. It simply creates, in my experience, that which I believe and accept. For the great reality is good, which is always attempting to manifest itself. I know that the universal mind is constantly creating, in my experience, that which I think. I do not will anything to happen, for I am not bigger than God. I simply understand that the law of creation is bigger than I am. Therefore, I hold my thoughts steadfastly on the good. I do not do this with effort, as if I were commanding something to act. I simply relax in contemplation of the good, secure in the knowledge that everything rests with a power much greater than I am. I trust this power. I have complete faith and confidence in this power. I rely upon this power for guidance in all my daily affairs. I accept my good, and the supply and love of the universe are mine. And so I want to apply these thoughts into my intention for this prayer for today, which is that I know this universal mind, this perfect presence, manifests what I think into it. I have complete faith, belief, and trust in this, and all I have to do is let go and let it manifest. And so what I'm thinking into the universal mind right now is that peace replaces any fears or diseased thoughts of our leaders in this world, that they now can work and make choices for a world that works for everyone, and that great people are rising up to lead us into a more perfect world. I know this to be true. I see it, and I believe it, I accept it, I trust it. And as we all see and accept that we see the good people, good thoughts, good decisions coming from world leaders in our leaders in our own country, leaders around the world, at every level, that is what we want. That's what we want. And so I let this go, trusting and knowing that it is manifesting. What a joyful way to look at things, huh? And so we can make an extraordinary thing out of an ordinary day. And so it is.
So it is. Thank you, Brenda.
Some of you remember the days of the Sam and Lucy choir. Even if you weren't in the choir, you know this song because we used to shine it up on the wall. So, as usual, we invite you to sing along. And if you don't sing, you know what I'm going to say. You can hum. And if you don't hum, imagine humming. What's going on is very different in your body when you hum as to when you don't hum. Just see, do some experiments. Take it away, Sammy.
All I see are the greatest things happening before me. All I feel are the greatest things happening within me. And this love expands Even through the dark, I can find the light. Because I know within my heart that the greatest things are happening for me.
All the greatest things.
All the greatest things. All the greatest things are happening for me. For all the greatest things.
Greatest things.
All the greatest things.
All the greatest things.
All the greatest things are happening for me. All I see are the greatest things happening before me.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thanks for singing along or thinking you were singing along.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Lucy. So my talk title this morning is The Promised Land, The Promised Land. When we lived in Atlanta, we lived in, surely by accident, in an Orthodox Jewish neighborhood. And each time this year, they would build, all our neighbors would build little outdoor huts, temporary outdoor huts called sukkahs. And they are flimsy structures. They're designed to be flimsy, and they're for meals. And they're to remind the Israelites of their journey from slavery in Egypt to freedom in the Promised Land. It's a greater celebration of the Feast of Tabernacles that lasts for 7 days. And like I said, the structures are intentionally flimsy. They're open to the sky because they're to be reminders of that we have to rely on divine support. And it's a reminder of the intemperance of life. Everything passes away. Outer conditions will always change, but the source of life remains constant. Divine supply is always available when we cultivate faith and stay open to it. Not even God itself can provide us a blessing if we're holding on with clenched hands. We have to be open to receive. Open hands invite us to trust. They encourage generosity and gratitude. Encourage us to let go of fear and trying to control everything. And knowing that blessings, regardless if the material, emotional, or spiritual, will flow to us if we will make a space for them. Even water cannot go into a sealed vessel. And so divine gifts, or the love, peace, or abundance, cannot reach us if we're spiritually, emotionally, or mentally closed off to them. If we hold on to our resentments, it's almost impossible to embrace peace. If we cling tightly to material possessions, we may miss out on a deeper blessings like joy and connections. My teacher, Kennedy Schultz, he said, if you ever feel like you're stuck in life, go clean out a junk drawer. Get rid of some of the excess. It's amazing to me, you know, we have a new little household member who requires a walk at 5 o'clock in the morning and again at 11 o'clock at night. And it's amazing to me that I walk around the neighborhood and you see people's garages and they're so packed that they can't get a car into them. And it's like, well, how do you know what you have in there? How do you know what's in the middle of all that stuff? And how can you get to it even if you need it? So we want to stay open. Everything in our life, it's on its way out. Everything is on its way out. Now, if you have something in your life that you want to cling to, if you want to hold on to that, then give it love and give it affection. that will hold on, you'll keep it longer to you. If you have something that you'd like to get rid of, then stop complaining about it. Let it go. If you complain about it, it'll stick to you. Energetically, you will hold on to it. So the best thing to do is not to complain about it. Ignore it as much as you can. Deal with it how you have to, but don't give it energy. And that will allow it to leave your life quicker and earlier. Now, the Feast of Tabernacles, like I said, is a commemoration for the supply the Israelites received during their journey from slavery to freedom. Our teaching tells us we shouldn't rely on the external world. True security is found in recognizing our oneness with Spirit. This is how we find stability. This is how we find security, knowing that we are one with God, that ever-present love that meets all our needs in perfect timing. And to give thanks not only to the material blessings, but to the unseen blessings, the protection and guidance of Spirit. And by affirming that we have wonderful gifts already in our lives and that even greater is coming to us. The sukkahs, the little huts that they build outside their houses, are also a communal celebration of joy. It's a joyful time. You invite your family and you invite your friends over to have the meals. It brings people together. Reminds us that life's not a solitary journey. We are connected and supported by a spiritual community. And just as the Israelites survived the wilderness through mutual care and divine guidance, we too thrive when we uplift one another. And right now, we need all the uplifting we can get. And when we come together with a shared vision of peace and abundance and joy, we can co-create a world that reflects these spiritual possibilities, a world that works for everyone, where we've laid down the weapons of war, where we accept each other, we encourage and inspire each other. This celebration reminds us we're never alone. Spirit is always with us, showing us support, guiding us through the wilderness of despair and turmoil. Now, an important element of the sukkah is that the roof is made from discarded materials like reeds. And they do this because they want the sunlight and the moonlight to filter through. In Kabbalah, they say this symbolizes the clutter of our own thoughts, the mental blocks that we have of fear and doubt and worry and lack and limitation, unworthiness. And they're not bad, they're simply to remind us that we want to continuously release these unnecessary beliefs so we can experience the fullness of Spirit. You know, I thought it was interesting. There's several things that kind of correlate to each other. One of the ideas is that the roof is of reeds. It was also reeds that saved baby Moses. The Egyptians were killing all the male Jewish babies. Moses' mom made a basket out of reeds, something that is not worth anything, so he could sail down the Nile to safety. Scripture tells us that we really don't know what's important in our lives. We really don't know what's of true value. In Scripture it says there'll come a time where every high place shall be made low, and every low place shall be made high. We don't know the value. Sometimes the things that we cling to the most aren't as important as we think, and sometimes the things that we overlook carry profound importance. It's always interesting to me, we strive to have important moments in our lives, weddings, graduations, family gatherings. But a lot of times when the most memorable events happen is on the road to a convenience store, having a conversation after the cookout. You don't know what is important, and so we want to keep ourselves up to knowing that Spirit's forever flowing through us, guiding us. Rabbi Abraham Herschel, he said, faith is not clinging to a shrine, but an endless pilgrimage of the heart. Life's journey requires us to move lightly without clinging to things that are meant to pass away. We're on this spiritual journey. That's why we teach that change is not something to resist, but to embrace. Our experiences, whether joyful or difficult, are meant to flow through us. What survives, what endures, is our divine nature that remains untouched by circumstances. There is a divine spark within you that has never been soiled by any of your mistakes, by many of your traumas. It is there for you to shine forth. The Gospels, Christ said we each have this divine spark within us. And he says if we allow it to shine forth, it's going to illuminate the world. But he said it's going to take courage. It takes effort to bring out this divinity within us to light the world. He said if you don't do it, it will consume you. You have a gift of illumination that no one else has but you. Spirit gave it to you and to you alone. And without that illumination, creation won't be complete. You are needed. You are necessary for the unfoldment of all of creation. And Spirit is grateful that you are here, that you're stepping up to these challenges. In Scripture, it says, be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or terrified, for the Lord your God goes with you. It will never leave you or forsake you. That part of you which knows the best of you, that called you by name from stardust, is with you every step of the way. Now, sometimes we feel to be connected to the Spirit, we have to have figured everything out. Yet, it's not about being perfect. It's about having faith that even in our imperfections, we are inherently good. Ernest Holmes, the founder of our teaching, he says Spirit is at the center of our being and always available to us, regardless of outer conditions. The challenges we face are not obstacles to our spiritual growth, but rather opportunities for us to awaken to a higher vision of ourselves. When we face life's uncertainties, just as the Israelites faced the wilderness, we're invited to trust that the Creator is good, and because we're made in the image of the Creator, we too are good. You are 100% God stuff in the material realm. You're not all God, but all that you are is God. And you're here to live in joy and love and abundance. You're here to thrive. You're here to be a beacon of hope and light and compassion and love. And you're doing it already, and more is even coming. Maya Angelou said, we delight in the beauty of a butterfly, but rarely think about the changes that it had to grow to achieve that beauty, to go from the cocoon to sprout wings. This morning, many of us have been in a cocoon of turmoil and confusion, but now it's time to break out of that cocoon. Now it's time to spread our wings because the heavens wait us. Our struggles and our imperfections are part of our human conditions. We're just human after all, and it's not the easiest of incarnations. It's a challenge to be human. And I don't know if all of us are stepping up to it at times from time to time, but we can do it. And there are no barriers to God, but reminders that we're on this journey of becoming an unfoldment of Spirit's possibilities, a unfoldment of what we've been created to be. Like I said, Spirit is grateful that you've taken on these challenges with you. And when we release our judgments about ourselves and others, we step more fully into the divine flow. Emmett Fox said, you must not allow anything to get between you and God, not even your sense of unworthiness. Not even that. You are worthy. You are pre-approved for God's love. You are pre-approved for Spirit's miracles. You are pre-approved for every great idea you have. The Sukkah, that teaches us that it's not about being perfect. It's about sitting in the middle of life's messiness and realizing that Spirit is present where we at. Faith is saying, even though this is temporary, I trust in the permanence of God's love. Now, Kabbalah, the Sukkah, is considered an energy container, a space where higher consciousness can be accessed. As we understand this truth of our consciousness, that it can shape our experience, we can create this inner knowing within ourselves. When we release the clutterness of our minds, we create a place for Spirit to flow through us. We let go of all our fears and our worries when we cut off the news for a little bit each day and open our hearts and minds to the glory of God, which is available to us. We can create that sacred space within where we can pause and reflect and connect to the divine. And every time we return to this inner calmness, we remind ourselves that no matter what is happening in the world, Spirit is working through us and for us and as us. I think I said last week, for a miracle to come to you, it has got to come through you. Through you. Scripture says, Spirit is not found in the whirlwind, but the still small voice within. When life appears chaotic, we've got to remind ourselves that there's a place of peace and of trust that even the storms themselves cannot touch. And that in this place of peace and calmness, the storms will go overhead and they will not disturb us. We can embrace life's impertinence and trust with gratitude, creating a space for Spirit to move in our lives when we learn to stop clinging to what is, but instead opening our hearts and our minds and souls to the miracle of creation. When we embrace the truth that even in our imperfection, Spirit is always present, guiding us home, encouraging us every step of the way. And there's no night so long, no storm so strong that the light and calmness of our soul will not shine through to a better and brighter day. Emma Curtis Hopkins, she said, if you want more good in your life, put yourself in the way of it. Now, one part of the story about the Israelites that doesn't always get that much attention is that many of them didn't want to leave the bondage of Egypt. They had gotten used to slavery. They didn't know what lay before them, so they were willing to stay there in lack and limitation. I'm told that Harriet Tubman, the African-American woman who freed so many of our slaves, she had to carry 2 pistols with her. One pistol was to arm against the slave owners trying to keep the slaves, but the other one was so that she could keep the slaves on their path to freedom when they realized how tough the journey would be. Some of us this morning, we have gotten comfortable with the bondage of ill health, of lack and limitation. We have gotten comfortable with the bondage of anger and turmoil and confusion. But there's a promised land waiting for us, and it's ours to march in, to take dominion over, to shake loose the bondage of despair, to lift our eyes to the glory of the promised land, because we are on the move. Our destination is in sight. Spirit has faith and confidence in you, and we're not turning back. We are going to be the people that Spirit has created us to be. A new heaven, a new earth, a new Jerusalem, and we're making it happen. It's the truth in your life this morning. It's the truth in mine, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you.
We are the light, we light the way.
We have light the way.
We are the light, we light the way. Okay, come on, from here. Ready? We are the light, we light the way.
We are the light, we
Feel
light
it.
the way.
We are the light, we light the way.
We are the light, we light the way.
Now we are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way. The way. Yeah, we can clap the way. We are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way. The way. The way. One more time. Two more times. We are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way. The way. The way. We are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way. The way. The way. Go, Sammy. I am moving on now, the cat is flying by.
The moon is with the cowbell in the left-hand sky.
Time is taking on her share of wrinkle eye. Oh, she's there,
Even though you won't
see her. Places where people go to see the big ideas come alive, like the birth of a bionic life from then do it, 'cause you won't get anywhere keeping the mouth shut. We are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way. The way. The way. We are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way. The way. The way.
I am moving on now, you can't believe the flight. Outer space is moving at the speed of light. Inner space is more connective tissue like. Oh, she's there, even though you can't believe her.
If you want to find the places where people go to see the big ideas come alive, like the birth of a bionic life from then do it, 'cause you won't get anywhere keeping your mouth shut. We are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way. The way. The way. We are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way. The way. The way. Open night, open night, open night, see it. Fires everywhere, starters everywhere. Open night, open night, open night, see it. Fires everywhere, starters everywhere. Open night, open night, open night, see it. Fires everywhere, starters everywhere. Open night,
Open night, open night, see it. Fires everywhere, starters
everywhere. We are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way. The way. The way. Feel it when you say the words. We are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way. The way. The way.
We are the light, we light the way.
We are the light, we light the way. The way. The way.
We are the light, we light the way. We are the light, we light the way.
The way. The way.
Thank you guys. That was wonderful. You know, each Sunday I tell you to look for your miracles in life, to name them and proclaim them and hold tightly to them. Well, this morning I have a miracle who happened to walk in late because it takes a lot of time to get as beautiful as she is. My own wonderful dear friend Beverly Melander, and she's here today. All right. So now, what are we doing here? Oh, we're taking money. That's what we're doing here. So now we open up ourselves to support this wonderful community because this community is doing great stuff. You're not going to get this kind of service anywhere else in St. Augustine on a Sunday. So we support this place because this place is a beacon of love and light and encouragement. So you can support us in a couple of ways. One way is by volunteering for us. Another way is by keeping us in consciousness. And a third way, of course, is by financial support. However you choose to support us, know that we're very grateful for it. If you will, take your intention and place it over your heart and read with us this affirmation of prosperity. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow and all I share with life returns to me, multiplied abundantly. If the ushers will step forward, Sam and Lucy, I know you got something great for us.
Here
We are making ourselves aware. The beginning is now. All we see are possibilities leading to now. Oh,
we are here in the sunlight, dancing in our dreams.
I see the new day dawning. I feel my new life calling to me. I see my light is shining around. Here we are, standing on solid ground, ready to soar. Washed anew, seeing life with new eyes, we're open to more.
We are here in the sunlight, dancing in our dream. I see the new day dawning. I feel my new life calling to me. I see my light is shining around, around, around.
I used to put myself down.
I used to stand in my way,
Y'all remember that?
but now I release the past. I'm waking up to a brand new day. I see the new day dawning.
I feel my new life calling to me. I see my light is shining around. I see the new day dawning.
I see the new day dawning. I see the new day dawning.
What?
I see the new day dawning.
Thanks, guys.
Nice, Amy.
And thank you, Victoria, and thank you for your support. Your support has allowed us to grow and to thrive, to continue to be a beacon of love, hope, and compassion. So we thank you, we bless it, we release it, knowing it does its good and powerful work and returns to us multiplied abundantly. And together we say, and so it is. All right, my friends, well, we're going to close the service, and we're going to do it with affirmative prayer. I'm going to do it in the first person, but take it in for yourself. If I say something that works for you, hold tight to that. If I say something that doesn't work for you, well, just let that part slide by. But just know this truth with me this morning. There is but one God and one mind and one power. That power is perfect love. It's divine intelligence. It created me from itself plus nothing else, so I could walk the soil of St. Augustine and know myself as it knows me. So this morning in this sacred space, I proclaim a new day is dawning. A new day for me, a new day for my family and friends, a new day for the world. I choose to lift my eyes up and look past all the turmoil and confusion and anger that's going on in the world right now. These are the appearances, but they're not the truth. The truth is we are created by Spirit to live and to know ourselves as God knows us. So this morning I turn loose of every idea of lack and limitation. This morning I let go of every idea of victimhood. This morning I know myself as God knows me, bold and dynamic, strong. I'm in life not to be a victim, but be a victor. I am here to see peace and happiness and joy and compassion rain down upon me. So this morning, I'm afraid of nothing in the world, no man, no condition, for I know who I am and whose I am. I'm a child of the Most High, and I am here to live in joy and love and happiness. I am here to break the bondage of despair and confusion and anger. I am here to walk the promised land, and this morning my feet are on the move. This morning I have seen the glory of God made manifest, and I will not be denied. I will not turn back. This is my truth. Every cell of my being radiates this right knowing, and I release this prayer into the mind of God to do it good and perfect, bold and dynamic work, returning to me multiplied abundantly. And together we say, and so it is. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave you with one last idea, and that is your life. Your life. It's not a problem to be solved. It's a miracle unfolding. Your job this week is to go name your miracle, proclaim your miracle, and make it your own. God bless us all. Now let us go be the miracle God is calling us to be. Until we see each other again, this is Reverend Ken wishing you many blessings.
I see the new day dawning. I see the new life calling to me. I see the new day dawning.
This is it, y'all.
I see the new. Can you feel it?
Dawning. I
See the new day dawning.
I see the new day dawning. Two more.
I see the new day dawning. I see the new day dawning.